Hey, what's up guys? Rob here, and I am back with a brand new list video. Just chilling in my movie room right now. I actually went through my collection. I picked out a bunch of films that I wanted to show you, where movies that I like the original and the sequel. I thought it would be kind of interesting. You know, there are a lot of movies out there where I like the original, and then the second movie I also like. Some I might even like more than the original. So it's like, you know, if you have Nightmare on Elm Street, then you have Nightmare on Elm Street 2. And that's pretty much what I wanted to show you here. I have like 6 stacks of movies where I like the original movie and the sequel. Now it has to be the second movie, the first sequel, so to say. You can't have Nightmare on Elm Street and then pick Nightmare on Elm Street 3. It has to be 2. So there are a lot of movies where I like the original, but I don't really care for the sequel. You know, like the Blair Witch Project, I don't care for the sequel to that. So, you know, there are certain movies where I just don't care, you know, for the sequels and stuff. But the movies that I'm going to list to you, I like them both. So I hope you guys enjoy this video. You know, if you want to do a video response, please do. It's going to be kind of a long video, I think. I'm just going to try to go through these pretty quick here, because I have a lot to show. So, coming up first is the Sam Raimi Spider-Mans. So you got Spider-Man and then Spider-Man 2, which is my favorite. Spider-Man 2 is definitely my favorite. And here we have Ghostbusters and Ghostbusters 2. Love both of them. Alright, so then we have Phantasm, one of my favorite horror films, and then Phantasm 2, which is an awesome sequel. Then we have Finding Nemo, which is excellent, and Finding Dory, which I don't think Finding Dory was as good as Finding Nemo, but it was a good sequel. Here we have Short Circuit. This is a classic right there. And then Short Circuit 2. Great sequel. Here we have Wrong Turn. And then my favorite, Wrong Turn 2 Dead End. Yeah, I prefer the sequel over that one, but still, I love the first one. Here we have Insidious. And then Insidious Chapter 2. Here we have The Mighty Ducks, another great film. And we have D2, The Mighty Ducks. Now, most people will probably say that D2 was their favorite. I actually like all 3 of them, but here we have Blade, and then Blade 2. Of course, we have Jaws and Jaws 2. Awesome sequel. Underrated sequel. I have both of these movies in a double pack here on Blu-ray. And if you haven't seen any of these movies, I definitely recommend them. So we have Sister Act and Sister Act 2 Back in the Habit. I love both of these films. These are, in my opinion, these are Whoopi Goldberg's best. I do like her in the movie Ghost. She did a fantastic job in Ghost. But the Sister Act movies are amazing. I always wish they would do a third one. But we never got to that. So here we have Scary Movie, one of my favorite parody movies. And then Scary Movie 2, which is my favorite. Again, the sequel doesn't have to be better than the original. You just have to like it. Here we have Batman, Tim Burton's Batman, and then, of course, Batman Returns. Both excellent movies. Here we have Deadpool and Deadpool 2. House of a Thousand Corpses, which is my favorite Rob Zombie film, and then The Devil's Rejects. We have the original Carrie. And then The Rage Carrie 2. Now, I like The Rage. I think this movie doesn't deserve a lot of the hate that it gets. It's definitely gorier and bloodier than the original, but I still like it. I freaking love these movies. The Mummy with Brendan Fraser. And, of course, The Mummy Returns, which is just fun. Love this movie. Even The Rock, you know, The Rock was good in it. Here we have a double feature. On DVD, we have the original Pet Sematary and Pet Sematary 2 with Edward Furlong. What's interesting is both of these films were directed by Mary Lambert. So, these are definitely good ones. This is definitely my top 5 favorite Nicolas Cage films, and we have National Treasure. I'm gonna steal the Declaration of Independence. National Treasure 2, Book of Secrets, which I don't think is as good as the first, but it's definitely fun. American Pie and American Pie 2. They really ramped up the raunchiness in American Pie 2. That's for sure. Here's another double feature with both the original and the sequel. And it is the National Lampoon Vacation movies. You have Vacation and then European Vacation. And again, a lot of people give European Vacation crap. And I don't understand it. I think European Vacation is hilarious. The pig and the poke stuff. They're in Europe. They don't know what to do. It's amazing. I freaking love those movies. Here we have The Dentist, which is a crazy freaking film. And The Dentist 2, Brace Yourself. The second one isn't as good as the first, but it's still a fun movie. Now here we have one where you could go either way. Indiana Jones and Raiders of the Lost Ark. And then we have Indiana Jones, The Temple of Doom. Now, technically, this movie came out before Temple of Doom, but story-wise, Temple of Doom is actually set before Lost Ark. So, however way you want to do it, it's, you know, whatever. So I just basically say Raiders and then Temple. I love all the Indiana Jones films. It doesn't even matter from that perspective. Crocodile Dundee. Crocodile Dundee 2. Good movies. 28 Days Later and 28 Weeks Later. Both are very good. Yes. Home Alone. Home Alone 2, Lost in New York. I'll just hold this up. We got Child's Play and Child's Play 2. Friday the 13th, the original. And Friday the 13th, Part 2. Oh, I'm running out of room to put stuff here. Lethal Weapon. And Lethal Weapon 2. I actually like all the Lethal Weapon movies, but... Now, here we have Star Wars. Since these came out first, that's where I'm getting at here. Star Wars, this isn't A New Hope, even though it is, but it's the original Star Wars, okay, that came out. And then we have The Empire Strikes Back. Alien and Aliens. Halloween. And for the direct sequel, I'm going with Halloween 2 because I believe that's still the, you know, official sequel. You could say Halloween 2018 because now that's supposed to be the official sequel to this. So you could say either. You could say Halloween 2018 or Halloween 2. I am picking Halloween 2. Alright. So we have Back to the Future and Back to the Future Part 2. Those are amazing as well. I love those movies. Here we have The Grudge. I do like The Grudge, but The Grudge 2 is my favorite. Hellraiser. And we have Hellbound, Hellraiser 2. Creed. And my favorite, Creed 2. I like Creed 2 more because it deals with more of the Rocky universe. You know, has Dolph Lundgren in it and stuff like that. Batman Begins, which is my favorite out of the Nolan Batman trilogy. And then The Dark Knight, which is pretty much everyone's favorite. I do like it, but my favorite's Batman Begins. Look Who's Talking. I freaking love this movie. Grew up with that. And then Look Who's Talking 2 is just as good. Young Guns. And Young Guns 2. John Wick. John Wick Chapter 2. The Collector. And The Collection. Wolf Creek. Wolf Creek 2. Then we have The Expendables, which is probably, the first one's probably my favorite. And then we have The Expendables 2, which I really like. I really do like The Expendables 2. It's a lot of fun. We have Night of the Living Dead, the original. And then, of course, Dawn of the Dead, which is my favorite. Man, this is way up there. God, I have... Alright, this is a fun documentary, Super Size Me. This movie made me not want to eat McDonald's at all. Then we have Super Size Me 2, Holy Chicken, which is an amazing documentary about, you know, chicken sandwiches. This movie made me want to eat chicken sandwiches, pretty much. Then we have Critters. We're here for the Krites. And Critters 2. X-Men. I freaking love this movie. I still think this movie holds up today. Then we have X2, X-Men United, which is pretty much everyone's favorite. This is my favorite, but I still think the first X-Men holds up. I remember watching this for the first time back then when it came out. I'm like, I cannot believe we have a live-action X-Men movie. Here we have a double feature, Hot Shots and Hot Shots Part 2. Both are fun. And I freaking love these. When I found out these were on Blu-ray, I had to get them. Problem Child. Grew up with these. And Problem Child 2. Rest in peace, John Ritter. Toy Story. Toy Story 2. I like all the Toy Story movies. Blade Runner. Blade Runner 2049, excellent film. If you have not seen it, I definitely recommend it. Here we have a double feature. We got Romancing the Stone and The Jewel of the Nile. Now, both have Michael Douglas and Kathleen Turner in it. I remember seeing these movies on VHS back in the day, and I found this double feature at Goodwill, I believe. So, very, very good movies. Here we have First Blood, of course. And my favorite, Rambo, First Blood Part 2. Alright, here we got Terminator. Terminator 2, Judgment Day. Final Destination. Final Destination 2. Starting to get buried in movies here. Happy Death Day. Happy Death Day to You. I do like this movie. A lot of people were complaining about it. It does have a different vibe, kind of more of a sci-fi-ish vibe to it. But I liked it. So, let's see, this is a double feature here. Ninja and Ninja 2 with Scott Adkins. These are, if you're into ninja movies, like I like the old ninja movies like Enter the Ninja, Revenge of the Ninja, Ninja 3, The Domination. These are kind of like the modern day ninja movies. Here we have Rush Hour and Rush Hour 2. I freaking love the Rush Hour movies. My favorite horror movie of all time, Stanley Kubrick's The Shining. And then the sequel, Doctor Sleep. God. Alright. So we have The Strangers. And The Strangers Pray at Night. The Conjuring. And The Conjuring 2. Alright, we're almost done here. If I can reach over this. God. Alright. Here we have a movie that stars Eric Roberts, James Earl Jones in Best of the Best. That's an older one. And then we have Eric Roberts in Best of the Best 2. I'm going to hold this up for RoboCop, the original RoboCop there. And then, of course, RoboCop 2, a sequel that no one ever talks about, just like Jaws 2. It's a shame. It's a shame. It really is. A Nightmare on Elm Street. And, of course, my favorite, Nightmare on Elm Street 2, Freddy's Revenge. The original Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, 1990. The only good Turtles movie, in my opinion. Well, I mean, the best, I should say. I should reword that. The best. Because I do like this one, too. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 2, Secret of the Ooze. I think this is a fun sequel. It has a different tone. It's not so serious. It's kind of silly, but I like it for what it is. You have Vanilla Ice. What more can you say about that? Superman the movie with Christopher Reeves. And Superman 2. This is not the Richard Donner cut. Oh my god, can I even get these? Oh, I'm buried. I'm buried under movies. The Karate Kid. Heck yes. And The Karate Kid Part 2. Yeah, I saw this the other day because these are on Netflix now. God, these movies hold up so well. And the last two I'm going to mention here, no question, Rocky. What about my prime, Mick? At least you had a prime. I didn't have no prime. I had nothing. It stinks. This whole place stinks. Want to help me out? So help me out. Come on, help me out. I'm standing there. Rocky 2. Look at these bricks, Adrian. Look at these bricks. Are these real bricks? I like these numbers. They almost add up to 9. That's a good omen. Yo, that's a great spot for a radio right over there, Oh, good steps. Nice steps. Rocky 2 is one of the best sequels ever made. Hands down. That's it. That's all you need to know. Rocky 2 is my favorite sequel anyway of the whole Rocky franchise. But you get my point to the video. Basically, I showed you all the movies where I like the original and the sequel, or the next movie that comes in line. So, if you want to make a response to this, please do. But remember, it has to be the second movie. It has to be the original movie and the second movie. Do you like them? That's the whole point of this video. I'm just basically showing you that I like the original and the next movie that comes in line, the sequel. And like I said, there's a lot of movies out there where I like the original, but I don't like the sequel. Like I already stated, like The Ring. Okay, I love the Ring, the American version of The Ring, but The Ring 2, I hate. I did not care for The Ring 2 at all. Like See No Evil with Kane. I love the first See No Evil, but See No Evil 2 didn't care for. So there are certain movies that I don't like the sequel, certain franchises. So if you want to do a video response to this, please do. I'd love to see what you list in yours, or if you want to do them in the comments, please do. Just either way, whatever. I'll be glad to hear what you have to say, and I look forward to it. So stay tuned, because I have a couple of top 10 videos that I'm doing. And I think you guys are going to, you're going to enjoy those. So, all right, thanks for watching this. Subscribe for more content. And, yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one.